racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best. Bet with WSB, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and number one, numero uno in the anti-post betting market. Well, what's happening on this weekend's Trackside? It's just two local race meetings, Kenilworth on Saturday and of course Greyville on Sunday. So we picked out four horses, and we're going to have two trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu. Well, it's all hotting up now, guys. The World Sports Betting Summer Cup will be next week, and really looking forward to that. And next weekend, it'll be Black Friday. Mad specials on World Sports Betting for this year's Summer Cup, proudly sponsored by World Sports Betting. So keep an eye on for that. And remember, as we mentioned on last week's show, with regards to the anti-post betting market, you can take a bet. And if your horse doesn't make the final field, we will be refunding your stake in free play. So if you're concerned about backing a horse that you thought maybe on the fence getting in, don't be, because you will get your stake back in free play. Well, this weekend show, away we go with the four horses, and we are going to begin at Kenilworth on Saturday. And I've just picked out one horse, and I'm hoping it's a right horse on the Kenilworth card, and it comes up in race number 3. It's a fillies and mares over 1,000 meters, and you had to like what you saw from this daughter of Waterwinter first time out. Adam Marcus and Craig Zaki will team up as they did when she did debut, which was not too long ago on the 26th of October, and it was over 1,000 meters. And that day, she was quite sensible in the running. If you watched that replay, it was a small field. She jumped out. She was up with the early pace and speed, and then at one stage she seemed to be outpaced, at around the 400-meter mark. And then towards the business end of the race, she just started to gather her stride and get her mind on the job. And I thought it was a night run behind What a Blizzard. Now, on that form line, she has a few held in this field, and it's clear to see Rose of Mine, Bella Rouge, and If You Please, numbers 1, 4, and 6 respectively, all finished behind her, and with natural improvement from one run to the next, whilst these other horses are improving as well. I think she looks like the right horse in this field, and we're hoping that she'll get us off to a flying start on Saturday. Then we move along to Sunday, and on Sunday I've picked out 3 horses for Sunday. 2 horses I really like, and they look standouts, and then 1 horse I've gone with the value. Well, the obvious horse will come up in race number 2. This will be the popular bet to include in your all-to-comes for this weekend. Whatever bet you're playing, include this horse just to increase the value. And his name is Running Rifles. He's trained by Justin Snade. He'll be partnered by Anton Marcus, as he was last time out. Well, it's worth touching on his form lines. He was second 3 starts back behind Sekulu, second to Let's Rain Again. That was his penultimate start. Now, that form line, that of his penultimate start, Bugsy Malone, who was third, shed the maiden and then followed that up in a conditional novice plate with the lowest rating in that field. He had a rating of 68, Bugsy Malone, and he went on to beat horses like Gallic Chief was rated a 94, and even a horse called Crested Eagle was rated 90, so he punched way above his weight to get the job done there for Dennis Bosch. So that forms line is looking good. And then last time out, well, he looked the part. He really looked the part in that field. And Anton Marcus got him over beautifully from the wide draw. He was on the fence halfway through the race, made his run down the straight, and it's racing. That's what it is. He found a horse better on the day called Genie, and Genie was off for some time. I think Genie must have been off for around 8.5 months, and was having his first start for Garrett Fanzeli. He was bought in Sean Terry's dispersal sale for horses in training, and that's where he was bought. So the stable were of the opinion that Genie was going to need the run, and and it was just a learning experience for them, but it was a pleasant surprise all round for the stable of Garrett van Zyl and the Palmers, because Genie came through to win really well, and Running Rifles, well, he ran his heart out. They got pretty close in the closing stages of the race. There was a race review, etc., but then results stood. But coming back to Running Rifles, just on process of elimination, last time out we mentioned the poor draw. Anton Marcus has got no work to do from draw number 4. He's there for free, and with process of eliminations, whilst there are improvers in the race, I'll be very disappointed if he doesn't get the job done this time around, and I'm expecting him to win and win well. Then we move along to race number 3, which will be the start of the Pick 6. And I mentioned the Pick 6, guys, because there's going to be 2 trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu and a Pick 6 as well. And I've chosen the Pick 6 at Hollywood Bets Greyville. Now, coming on to race number 3. This is going to be Super Silver, Mike Miller's runner, son of Flower Alley. When you look at his first start, you don't know what to make of it, because the horse was so dumb, it was so green, he was never in the race at any stage. And then his next start, it was a big jump from 1200 to 1800 meters, and he showed massive improvement. He was still so green in the running, he needed a lot of riding throughout the race. Came to the top of the straight, he actually bumped the eventual winner, which was Double Edge, and he made his run to the inside, Double Edge to the outside of the track, and at one stage he just looked like he was going to be running a clear third in that race. Gablia for Garrett van Zyl was the horse that set the fractions up front that day, went to the front with Atendiwe Mgutla, and was staying on for second. But this horse, over the final 100 meters, absolutely took off and nabbed that second position. In fact, got very close to the winner, Double Edge. And Galabia, the horse that ran third, won next time out. So that form line is looking very good. And this horse, Super Silver, I'm just hoping that he can confirm that improvement last time out. The way he finished off that race, there will be no problem with him going 2,300 meters. And for me, let's say that we're going to take it on fact that last time out was no fluke, and he will confirm the improvement shown, and if he does just that, he wins. Race number 3, Super Silver. And then the value in the race I found was in race number 7. Now I say value because on the World Sports Betting menu, I've given this horse a place chance. So her name is Purple Persuasion, and I did like her very strongly. It was 5 starts back when she beat Point of Sale. I watched her closely since then. She's been in highly competitive B division handicaps, and the last 3 starts, well, she raced at Scottsville, held on the poly track, and for my money, she's back to her favorite course. She is better off at the weights with a horse like Lady Legend. If you do the math, I think it's 2.5 kgs, and even with Another Love, it's 1.5 kg. So she's better off at the weights. She's back to her favorite course. I think she'll have an outstanding chance of finishing in the top 3. And if not the top 3, maybe she could win it. So once I've gone for her as a safety, the top 3 bet, I think you can take a chance and maybe have a strike on the head as well, because she would be good value. Her name is Purple Persuasion. She's my value bet on the card at Greyville on Sunday. Now I mentioned the Pick 6 as well, so we're not going to go through the entire Pick 6, so just jot down the numbers, but I'll give you the horses' names as well. Race number 3, the Pick 6 starts in race number 3, 1340, 20-2. Leg 1, we're going with one of our horses to follow as the banker. Number 5, Super Silver, a banker. Then on to leg number 2, which is race number 4, and this will be in numerical order, guys. Jot down the numbers: 5, 6, 8, and 10. 5 being Mystery Boy, 6 being Coromandel, 8 being Imbutu, was a form update, ran second behind Benzai Pipeline, and 10 being Shubaka. Then on to race number 5, 2, 5, 6, and 11. 2 being Basset Sana, 5 being Rise, 6 being Chelsea Flower, that is the value in the field there, and 11 Isla Murada. Then on to race number 6, and it's 4 horses again, numerical order. Number 1, Lucky Dancer, good winner last time out. Purple Panther, the visitor. Number 4, Born to Perform, and number 6, Mach 4. Then we're going with 5 horses in that penultimate leg. 1, 4, 5, 6, and 11. Intuitive, 2, 4, which is Aisling, 5, which is Another Love, and 6 being Purple Persuasion. And then I've also included a runner that's debuting for Peter Muscat called All Aglow. 1, 4, 5, 6, and 11. And then if we close it off, if we're running in this Big 6, I think we've got plenty of cover in the lucky last. 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, and 13. 4 Impartial, 5 Faustina, 6 Iron Bark, and 10 Hampton Court, 11 Didy, and 13 Purple Powerhouse. So, just to recap on that pick 6 quickly, 5 a banker, by 5, 6, 8, and 10, by 2, 5, 6, and 11, by 1, 2, 4, and 6, by 1, 4, 5, 6, and 11, by 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, and 13. That spend will be 1,920 Rand or 192 Rand for 10%. Best of luck with that pick 6, and hopefully it arrives. And then on to the trebles on World Sports Betting. We're going What a Cherry into Running Rifles, into Super Silvano, that will come up in race number 3. Super Silver, I'm saying Super Silvano. So it's What a Cherry, Running Rifles, Super Silver. That's treble number 1. And then treble number 2 will be Running Rifles, Super Silver, into Purple Persuasion for a place. And as I mentioned, if you want the bonus, the cherry on the top, maybe have a win bet as well on Purple Persuasion at decent odds. So that's a wrap. It's been a wonderful show. We've got 2 trebles up for Trackside. We've got a pick 6 as well to look forward to at Greyville. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Find all the winners. And on behalf of World Sports Betting, who sponsor Trackside and are the proud sponsors of this year's Summer Cup that will take place next weekend on Saturday the 27th at the Big T. On behalf of the sponsor of the show, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Until next week, you take care. Salanigashe.